Yeah, we're here. Evoh versus Rezears. Let's see what the ping's looking like. That's pretty decent. 116 for Rezears, about the upper end of playable. He's getting to start off on the away server, so kind of a freebie, you know. Just a nice little warm-up game for Rezears. He's expecting to lose this one. But that, of course, puts the pressure on Evoh to win it. And trickery from Evoh from the get-go. Looking to mind game Rezears. I'm going to turn up the game volume just a little bit, guys. Let me know if this is sounding okay. Rezears actually going to take the lead off a missed challenge from Evoh. And yeah, Evoh is getting a bit too close, but backflip by accident. He should have had this. Got a bit too close for comfort. That was not going to be an easy save because Rezears was going for the bump in front of the ball after flicking it, but I think Evoh would have probably had a saving touch before getting bumped there. If Rezears is a new player to you guys, or to any of you, he's not, well actually neither of these players have had a chance to make a name for themselves in RLCS yet. Evoh because he's just, I believe, turning, if he's not turned 15 yet, he will soon. And he's one of the, I think, best prospects in North America at the moment who's not yet old enough to play RLCS. That's a very nice shot. Huge equalizer from Evoh. Open net, but he had to play this one quite quickly after the demo. Because if he lets that hit the wall, then it's just going to waste time, and maybe Rezears spawns and can make a save. Got to hit it before the bounce. Hard air roll shot, but he makes it count. But like I was saying, Rezears, he does play RLCS. He's qualified for a couple of regional events. I think he's a player with a ton of potential. He's very mechanical, but very intelligent as well. He's going to get scored on here, though. He's way out of the game, didn't get a good enough 50 on it, and Evoh absorbed the challenge midair. Transitions into a 2-1 lead. Linder, thanks for the 51 month of tier 1. I really appreciate that. Welcome back to the channel. Evoh turns 15 the day before the second regional of this split. Okay, that's interesting. I'm not sure if that means he can play in the second regional, or if it means that he has to wait for the third, or if he needs to wait for next season. I don't know what the rules are on that. I know Team Liquid were given an exemption from the rules because they were, I think, 14 years old during a qualifier, but 15 when they got into the main event, which is the part of the event that's for money. So we'll have to wait and see if Evoh gets any similar kind of treatment. The reason Team Liquid were given an exemption is because they asked for one. I know a lot of people were like saying that's ridiculous because why is this team allowed to break the rules? But you know, if a team asks, then they're probably going to have a bigger chance of getting told yes. If you just go and do it without asking, then that is absolutely against the rules. You've got to ask. So anyone who's on that cusp of turning 15, wondering if you could play RLCS, well, just ask Psyonix, see what they say. Ask the RLCS admin. Not sure if Evoh's got a team lined up, mind you. Fieldred, thanks to the Prime and 38 month tier 1 from MotorBeaver. Welcome back to the channel. Enjoyed the Legion Region games. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Yeah, type one in chat if you were here the other day for the Legion Region Grand Finals. We were really wishing that Lenovo called that the Lenovo Legionals. It would have been great if they just called it the Legionals, because it's a region kind of tournament. Nice little side to side on the approach from Rezears. Evoh trusting his goal line defense, but proving to be a bit too late of a reaction time. Did get bumped as well while he was jumping up for the save. Did you see the Rapid and Percy joined Xset? Wasn't Percy already on Xset, or am I getting mistaken? Who was Percy on, if not Xset? Oh wait, no. Oh, he was, right? I'm confused. I thought he was already on that team. Lots of space here for Rezears. Evoh putting himself in a position that's quite difficult to get past, though. Very nice spacing by Evoh. He's just too close for Rezears to sneak the ball past, but far enough away that he's not completely committed, so it makes Rezears think twice before diving in. Rezears just getting enough on that 50-50. Actually, has a really nice chance in the air now. Doesn't get the reset. And that should be another goal for Evoh if he can sink this open net. Oh, it should have been, but he's missed it, and he gets demoed as well. Absolute disaster for Evoh. He guesses wrong on the spawn, but he's still able to recover and get the save. Well, that was a pretty bad open net miss, and you know, it goes to show just how important it is to highlight when a player is able to hit one of those open nets, because there are always going to be those high pressure shots. The Rezears trying to get some revenge for earlier on. We saw the role reversal of this exact play. Oh, there's going to be role reversal. The open net miss as well. So Rezears able to get a good 50-50 to create an open net opportunity. We saw Evoh do that earlier against the zero boost Rezears. Oh no, and he's now just let the ball go into his top corner in a position where he should probably be saving it. I think that should definitely be a save for Rezears. He just got a bit too side onto the ball. He's thinking about the recovery. He's thinking about hitting the ball to the bar, then recovering inside the net to get back to it. You've got to make the save before you can worry about getting back to the ball. Evoh wins out on the race to the boost. Middle left, he is looking good in the US East game. Rezears will be pretty annoyed at himself because getting a break of server this early would have been nice. And he'll really think that he should be on a tight game here. Then again, Evoh also missed an open net, so who knows what the scoreline of this match should be if both players executed perfectly. Rezears trying to disrupt the play, trying to create a goal-scoring opportunity here. Evoh's wasting a lot of time, refusing to leave the ball alone. Let's see how the Rezears can get going. Having a bail out of a dribbling play, and he gets demoed in the corner as well. Really well done there by Evoh, noticing that there wasn't a threat. The dribbling play was just going into the corner, so he just plays for the demo, and now time wasting even more. High pop above Rezears net. He knows that Rezears is going to get a counter attack off this. Rezears using ball cam for extra vision. Well, wow, placement from Rezears is good this time around. He scored a couple of these this game where he just gets up close and personal. He doesn't reveal which way he's planning on shooting the ball until the very last second. And, you know, if Evoh's going to give him that much time, that much space, Rezears should be picking out corners. He's very good at that. And this is a great kickoff for Evoh. Fake challenge for Rezears will cause Evoh to briefly lose control of the ball, but not for long, as he's able to get a game win here with a double tap. Why not one more for the road? 5-3. Evoh does take the first game on the USC server. Not a completely clean game, not a clean win, and definitely not a quality loss for Rezears either. Let's see if either of them can pick it up going into game 2. We're switching server to EU now. I've got to go back to the menu to do that. You can't change server, I believe, in the settings. 2 matches on the EU servers in a row. For anybody who's just tuned in wondering why we're doing a set of matches for today and why it's a set of 4, well, firstly, we've got cross-server matchups, so we need to do an even amount of games on each server. And also, I want to try this set of 4 more often, because I think set of 6 is just a bit too long. It's a bit too much. And although it might be good for a show match, you know, when you're doing a tournament, I think set of 4 is the sweet spot. I'm trying to get used to this kind of length of a series, try and get familiar with the pacing of a set of 4. Thank you, chat, for helping me out spot the homophobic content in chat. We're just going to slap that right out of there. No need for that. Let's get stuck into game number 2. Evoh 108, Rezears 32 ping on the EU server. Evoh already looking quick though, forcing Rezears to play a very, very risky low boost game here. Rezears doesn't want to give the ball away for free. He doesn't want to give Evoh a chance to do exactly what's just happened right now. That's dribble full length of the pitch, get some momentum built up, but at some point he just had to. I like Evoh's challenges today. You know, when he is coming forward, I like what I'm seeing, and this is something that he hasn't always gone for in this matchup. He's backed off into his net a couple of times. That's been his mix-up. Shadowing has been the thing that he just sprinkles in there to keep Rezears guessing, but when he's coming forward, he actually looks pretty good. Okay, never mind. I shouldn't speak. I was gonna give Evoh credit, because what I've liked from him when he's coming forward, when he's challenging facing the ball, is that he's not committed. He's actually just been putting himself near the ball to try and make Rezears feel awkward in the dribble. Try and make him think twice about just dribbling straight forward at him. Rezears keeping an eye on Evoh's approach here, seeing if that'll be a heavy first touch that he can capitalize on. It isn't. It's just going to be a flick to the top shelf. 1-1. I'm looking out for these challenges though. If Evoh can do what he's doing earlier, just... it's almost as if he's putting himself in a position that's slightly too close for it to be considered comfortable shadowing. You know, comfortable shadowing position is about well, usually, depending on how fast the play is coming towards you, about between you and the goal, or about between the ball and your goal. Halfway is roughly where you want to be when you're shadowing, because the ball can generally be accelerated to travel, plus human reaction time, about twice as quickly as a defender can react. Well done there by Rezears. Spotted Evoh on the turn and lifts it over him. But that was pretty close by Evoh. I think double jump might have actually made contact. No, we're not going to talk about the booing fans topic today. I want to get like a few special guests on stream. I'm going to try and organize that either for tomorrow or next week, early next week, to have a big discussion about that on the channel. See if we can learn. See what we can learn. Oh wow! Well, Evoh calling the bluff on this challenge. I'm very surprised that Rezears didn't flip into this. It looked like quite a safe, well, at least jump. It looked quite safe to do that. The one thing he's probably worried about is being demoed. He doesn't want to just jump right in front of Evoh in case Evoh swipes right through him and demos him in the play, but you have to make some contact there. You can't just let it go right through you. And speaking of demos, Evo's got one, and he's going to try and let the ball roll in by itself. Has to go back for it in case that ball was spinning on the goal line. Not quite quick enough for Rezears to dart into the corner to safety. Pickle Nick, thanks for the 24-month prime. Welcome back to the channel. We're having a good day. Evo's looking fantastic right now. He's had a couple of moments where I think he, could have done more in defense. And although he, had one challenge earlier where he got outplayed for diving in right after I said he looks really good challenging, I still think he should keep doing that. I think he should stay as aggressive as possible. He's backing off against Rezears and giving him an aerial play or a dribbling play to set up with the whole pitch to come at you is not a good idea. We've seen many players try to do that in the past against Rezears, and it usually ends badly. He usually just gets a last-second outplay. His control is good enough, his creativity is good enough. Looks like Rezears actually bumped Evoh into saving that. That had a blue trail. Lovely little physical play and defense by the German. Now delaying a flick to try and get a bad save out of Evoh, and that is bad enough, but not too bad from Evoh. I thought he was going to get back to this, but unfortunately, when he saved it, he dodged, so that meant that he's not continuing to fly into his net. The preferential thing to do there is to just either single or double jump, hit the ball, keep your momentum going backwards, because you can use that once you land inside your goal to accelerate back out of the goal. A bit of a misplay there by Evoh, but well forced by Rezears. Got to be careful not to get demoed here. He's keeping an eye on where Evoh is. He might go backboard. Indeed he will. Evoh actually fakes the backboard touch. Look at the big brain moves from Evoh. Pretended to hit that into the corner, but can he get back for this? Yes, he will. Rezears keeping up the pressure in the midfield. Every time Evoh drops the ball, Rezears is all over him. He's able to get a decent save. Lots of boost left over for Rezears after that one. That's boost that he's going to use to close the distance. Power shot lacking, however. So with a minute and a few seconds to go in the game, Rezears being very careful again. He's been demoed a few times in the back corner, knew that that's what Evoh is going to try and do again. We do a lap around the pitch now. Evoh, plenty speed on the play, but Rezears matches him at the near post. That boost's going to spawn perfect timing for Evoh. So looking for Rezears to commit. Rezears is close enough to the play that Evo's thinking he might be going here. Oh, that's just gone right through. It looked like Evoh was going to get a 50, but Rezears barely sneaks it past him. Good pathing by Rezears here to stay away from the attempted bumps, the attempted demos that Evo's been capitalizing on all series long, I should say all set long so far. And now Rezears going to keep pressuring. Now Evo's forced to make something happen. Rezears is right there in his face. Even though we're in the back corner, Rezears is unafraid. He's not going to give Evoh any space. That boost has spawned, gone away, and now spawned again. In the entire time Evoh was in the corner, unable to get anything started. Here he comes again. Fake challenge from Rezears. Evoh sees it at the last second. He's not going to be able to get a shot on target unless Rezears makes a big mistake in these final few seconds. It might be another celebratory goal. It is. We've had the complete reversal of game number 1. 1-goal game right until the closing seconds. And then the player on the home server is able to make it 2. I believe we had a 5-3 in the first game as well, didn't we? Quite interesting. We might actually have 6. Never mind. It's gone off target from Rezears. We'll have the exact back and forth. We're going to be saying on this server, actually, I think Evoh might have just gone out of the server to change car, because we are going to be running it back on EU for just one more game. He might have forgotten. But we're going NA, EU, EU, NA. So he's still got another chance. Yeah, he's coming back in. He's probably just changing preset. Interesting stuff. So suddenly, I'd say that Rezears has got the edge of the series. When Evoh was able to take 1 game on the USC server, that definitely gave him an advantage, because he's got 2 shots to beat Rezears on the away server, and that would give him nothing worse than a tie in the matchup. Huge 50-50 from Rezears. He didn't have any boost to dart underneath the ball and get a flick started. He's trying to pick up some pads now. Another 50-50 attempted. That looked like it was a bit too all-in. Open net for Evoh. Oh, he just slots it. So I was expecting him to go a bit more in the center of the goal there. Bottom right corner it is. 1-0 Evoh. Did I see the Evoh first killer matchup? I didn't actually. Was it 4-2 or something? I can't remember what the score was. I did check the scores, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Now, we're not doing a best of today. We're doing a set. So we're doing 4 games. No matter what, we'll play another game. I mean, obviously, right after this game, somebody will be up 2-1. But we're going to play a 4th game no matter what. We're going to play 2 games on each server. So, you know, set of 4 averages about out to same length as a best of 5, usually. Evoh took first to game 5, so he had a chance. He took it to game 5. I love that that's an achievement against First Killer in 1v1 NA. Took him to 5 in a best of 7. It is impressive though. First Killer's been on farm recently. Prince Noctis 96, thanks for the 2-month Prime. Welcome back to the channel. Also Drunken Barona, thank you for the brand new Prime. Welcome. Oh, Evoh took first to game 5 in a best of 5. Oh, I thought it was a best of 7. Okay, yeah, of course that is very impressive then. Great stuff from Evoh. He's going to be up 3-1 here, barring another open net miss. Well done, Rezears. Straight towards the ball after spawning, but not able to shut the door in the bottom left corner. Demo has proven to be so valuable for Evoh in this matchup. Rezears very closely positioned whenever Evoh's on the ball. Does give Evoh plenty of opportunities to do that. Pre-flip interception from Rezears. Little sidestep to dodge yet another bump that Evoh is attempting. A big bounce dribble from Rezears. Top left corner on the bounce shot. Great placement. Evoh wasn't far off making contact in the challenge. Best of 7 later matches. Only quarterfinal when they played. Gotcha. Okay. And who did First Killer play in the semi and the final? Totally forgotten who it was, who he went through. But there's the best chance yet for Evoh. He's in an extremely solid position. He's looked confident. I think every time I watch Evoh play, his confidence seems to have grown. He is a player who did not have the best end of series record, at least on my stream. I casted a lot of this guy losing game 4s and 5s in best of 5s after leading. But the more I see from him, the more he looks comfortable towards the end of a series. The more his level seems to be consistent throughout an entire series. Which is a big deal, because, you know, this is stuff that will carry on and carry forward into his inevitable 3s career. Oh, big mistake from Rezears again. Evoh's there to punish it, 5-2. Rezears sloppy in the back corner. Had boost, but he didn't get the catch on the wall. Trying to get an air dribble started. It wasn't meant to be. Acme, thanks for the brand new Prime. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a good day. Fantastic bump there by Evoh. Rezears knew that there was no flip for Evoh to work with there, though. He does charge in. Fantastic pressure in the recovery as well, though. Evoh doing a great job here to limit Rezears' options. Now Rezears on the infield picks up the boost on spawn, or on his way by, I should say. He's not able to time his arrival to threaten that demo. 2 minutes and a few seconds to go. Oh, that's a bit of an easy one. Well, Evoh stuck in no man's land on that play. Couldn't make up his mind. Didn't know whether he wanted to challenge, didn't know whether he wanted a fake challenge. The timing of Rezears and the speed of his takeoff really messed with Evoh's defense there. Casanova Hype, thanks to the Prime, and also Ryan Waghorn, thanks to the 2-month Tier 1. Welcome back. Oh dear, well Evoh's completely missed another open net. Looks like Rezears will be in trouble anyway. A great save. Just snatching at it to go into the corner and also moving forward to grab that mid boost. Great positional play by Rezears, but he's been outplayed on the challenge. Evoh up 6-3 now. It's another very good challenge. I'd much rather seeing Evoh do this, where he's challenging early. He's got a fantastic read on Rezears in these positions, just when he gets close and personal with him. Able to stay comfortable. This is really well done. That's fantastic work from Evoh. Rezears was trying to pick up on a loose ball there. Evoh didn't give him anything to work with. And now he's already got boost and moves back in for yet another play. Pad game for Evoh looking good. Only 12 boost for Rezears. Can he make anything happen here? Floor pinch. Does get saved. What a reactive save that was. But Evoh's able to skip past him. And one extra touch is all he needs. Rezears in the corner, helplessly watching the ball rolling to his own net. Patience from Evoh, name of the game. 1 minute and 8 seconds left. Now he just has to get a hold of the ball and dribble it around the field. He's done it before. And this might be a chance here to do it again. Actually, gives it away on the first touch. Bit of a mistake there from Evoh. And Rezears will accept that gift and close the score gap to 3. That's the complete opposite of what Evoh needs to be doing. He needs to get control of the ball, keep it in the corners, let the clock run down. And that is his way to just not just guaranteeing it at worst a draw in this series, but maybe even getting a win. But now Rezears is starting to come back. It's 7-5 all of a sudden. And these are both kickoffs where Evoh's position is actually really good, but he's messed it up again. Giving away possession 2 times in a row here. He didn't knock it into the corner safely. Rezears is able to intercept that touch. It's going to be another decent kickoff for Evoh though. Doesn't have possession on this one, but he does have the ability to mess with Rezears' position. Rezears looking to catch out Evoh on an early challenge. Really nice adaptation not to commit to the play too much, and the vision for Rezears is pretty good as well. Trying to cut in field now. Pre-jump from Evoh is good. Rezears is able to steal the boost away from him. He's got to go for an aerial play here. He's not landed as many in this series as I'm used to seeing from him, but he will land this one. Floor pinch makes it 7-6. Rezears still coming back in the closing stages of game 3. And Evoh was pretty close to making contact on that one, but not close enough. It's yet another kickoff. Looking pretty good for Evoh. He's got a 4th chance here to just let the clock win the game for him. Rezears forced to challenge early, and he's not going to get a chance to play this ball if Evoh does well, and he will. Evoh knows all he has to do is play the ball away from Rezears, and he's got the game in the bag. That's literally what I was expecting him to do on the first kickoff, but he managed to do it on the 4th one. The kickoff quality for Evoh has been extremely impressive at the tail end of that game. Even though he was losing goals, even though Rezears is coming back, Evoh just kept on smacking kickoffs dead center and getting quickly to the side boost to take control of every single play. So he's up 2-1 with a chance to win on his home server. I almost said on his away server, but no, it's on his home server. So Evoh's got the break of server. Rezears needs to win away. He needs to win on US East just to tie, just to get a draw in the matchup. Surprised Evoh didn't play for a bump on that landing. Rezears was going to be out of the game. Boost steal will work just as well. Rezears switched into the Team Queso flavored Fennec for game 4. He wants to switch something up, and not a bad start for him. He was really in a lot of trouble earlier on in the game. Bit of an awkward defensive position. He's actually the one to open the scoring with his first chance. Thank you, by the way, Mighty Curler for the brand new Prime, and Ryan Waghorn for 5 gifted subs. Welcome back to all the gifted subs. Starlight Reverie actually just got gifted his 30-month resub. That's pretty insane. So Ryan Waghorn, everybody who got gifted sub from him, be sure to give him a thank you as well. Very kind of you, my friend. A perfect challenge from Evoh is going to tie up the game here. Takes his time. You have to wonder, what was Rezears thinking on this play? He's very side on to the ball, asking to get dunked on almost, and Evoh gladly obliged. Ryan, thanks for another 5 gifted. And welcome to all the new gifted subs and the 2 gifted resubs. We've had 7 gifted resubs at random out of those 10. So thank you, Ryan, again. Be sure everybody who just got one to thank him as well. There's a Rocket League /r/place, is there? I'm going to be going out later. I wish I could stream for longer, but I've been away for so long. I was away in Los Angeles, of course, for the major. Then as soon as I got back, I went to London again for Lenovo. So yeah, I've not really been home in my home city much. Rezears sneaking in an open net there. Bit close, but he did get the right end of it. Evoh with a big miss in the back corner. Yeah, I'm only doing well, it was a short stream yesterday because I got back from London, streamed, went out, and then yeah, today I've been out all day back for a short stream, and then I'm off out again. So I will be doing longer streams next week, but I've literally just got back from LA. Need to go outside to get acclimatized. Sun was actually out today, so that was nice. Great placement from Rezears. I'm really happy to see this shot becoming more popular. I'm a big fan of it. Joy has scored a banger versus Daniel in their recent matchup. That was a much slower one from Rezears, but no less easy, or no less difficult, I should say, to read. You can't really blame Evoh for not seeing that one coming. Yeah, I'm all for it. I'm all for the increased popularity of this type of floor pinch. It's not so much a floor pinch as it is kind of a a ceiling shot half volley. You know, you set it up in the same way that you set up a floor pinch, but instead of jamming the ball into the ground, you're waiting for it to bounce back up, and then you're hitting it, so it gets a bit more of a upward trajectory. Seems a bit more consistent than the floor pinch, and definitely has a more consistent recovery path as well. I'm just a fan of it through and through. I love the move. Oh dear, well, Rezears has let Evoh go right through him here. Yeah, tough, very, very tough. He almost made contact, but Evoh's flick was just too quick. Thoughts on Senzo moving to the X-Falcons roster with SMW and Twiz? I thought Twiz announced himself as a substitute of that team. I imagine that they're going to play just as many Middle East squads do as a full 4-man roster. So that's SMW, Twiz, Senzo, and Impressive. Oh, Impressive is the sub. Gotcha. Okay. I imagine that they're going to play as a 4-man roster. A lot of Middle East teams have done this to great success. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I think Senzo is still world-class, and he's not just a world-class player, but also a world-class personality. It's going to be great to have him in the scene, and it's very interesting to also think, will this be, or what will this be the first split that Sandrock, former Sandrock, now Falcons, lose a regional? Because they've never lost a regional before. They're 6 out of 6. But the Ultimates are definitely an impressive team. Anka, Scythes, ex-Falcons now Empty, I think they're running with. The new roster Senzo's joined. These are all very, very scary teams, so I'm looking forward to seeing how they do against Sandrock in the upcoming split. And also remember that although there's only been one Middle East North Africa team in every single major event for the year so far, there will be 2 in the World's Wildcard, so we'll finally be getting to see another team. Like, even if Sandrock do win the MENA online split again, we will see a second MENA team in the World's Wildcard in a few months from now. Well, so no, I guess several months. It's the middle of August, right? So not too far away. Evoh wasting a ton of time off the clock. We're inside the final minute. Rezears needs to score, needs to win this game if he is going to have a chance to draw. Well, that would just straight up be a draw. There is no tiebreaker here. We've got the option of a draw in this format, so Evoh's setting himself up for success here. Huge challenge. He survived the brief Rezears' offensive play called the bluff on that one. He knew Rezears didn't really want to be shooting from that range. And he charged in to assert his authority. Now, can he get a hold of the ball? Because as we've just seen, at 4-3, as soon as Evoh can get a hold of the ball and start dribbling it around the field, it's very difficult for Rezears to get it off him. Very, very difficult. Evoh's difficult to dispossess. He's so quick. He's so efficient. And now he's just flexing with the wall dashes as well. And Rezears is in a much worse position than the last game because he doesn't just need one, he needs two. So he has to go for it here. He has to create a goal-scoring opportunity and take it. Oh, perfect spawn on the back corner boost for Evoh, and that should do it. Rezears went for a fancy flick and it hasn't paid off. And now he's completely out of time. Evoh is going to close this one out with a win on his home server. Rezears with a consolation goal, but drops 3-1 in the series. Evoh started off this one with a win on US East, ended it with a win on US East, and in the middle, the players went 1-1 on the EU server. Really good game, so this is definitely an interesting matchup. Evoh today playing exceptionally well, and Rezears wasn't able to get up to his usual level. Well, no, definitely not the level that we've seen him peak at previously on my stream. But yeah, both insane players. Appreciate them coming on and putting on a show for us. I've got plenty more show matches involving both of them on my YouTube channel, so if you liked what you saw, definitely check it out. Rezears not getting a good showcase here. I definitely recommend that you go and watch some of his other show matches on my channel if you want to see what this guy can do. He's truly ridiculous with his offensive pressure and his offensive repertoire as well. Evoh just shutting it down today. Great challenges, really good ball control, and really just had control of the series start to finish.